We had the GDP numbers come out this week, and analysts were expecting it at around 7.5, but the GDP numbers surprised quite a few, and one reason is people have been saying that growth is weak, and that is clearly manifested now in the GDP numbers which came out for the first quarter ending June 30th. And at 7%, it was a real surprise. And going forward, we should see some improvement in the GDP numbers. Though at the very outset, people have been saying that the GDP numbers there have been concerns that it's not computed correctly, and because when it was the UPA in power, we had the GDP numbers at 5.5, 6.5%, but now there's a new form of calculation, and people say 7% is not what the economy is growing. But nonetheless, the GDP numbers have come in at 7, and compared to 7.4 in the previous quarter ending March. So the figures are not very encouraging, but things are looking up, and we hope that the economy will revive and GDP numbers will be on an uptrend in the near future. The markets this week have again been very, very volatile. We lost 185 points on Monday, and today as I speak we lost another 160 points, and apart from yesterday's rise, there is Thursday's rise, the market has been falling continuously. The main worry for the market right now is the US Federal Reserve meeting on 16th and 17th, where they are going to decide on interest rates hikes for the first time in almost a decade. Interest rates will be hiked in the US. This is perhaps the most significant event for the stock markets in India and across the globe in the year 2015. This is what people have been talking of for the last few months, and finally we are drawing close to that Fed meeting of September 16th and 17th. Clearly the next few weeks are going to be extremely volatile because of the Fed decision, and if there is an interest rate hike in the US, expect Indian stock markets to fall. How much would they go to, and to what extent it would fall is extremely difficult to predict. But a crash of at least another 1,500-2,000 points staggered over a week or two would not be improbable. I think it could very much happen, and we could end up at 22,000 if the Fed really hikes interest rates in the US. So that's something that you have to watch out for. And today we have the US payroll data numbers. This is a key number before the US federal and last of the important data points for the US to take a decision on September 16th and 17th. Should the non-farm payrolls data, which will be revealed today, I think at around 6:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time and 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or US time, we could have a number ranging, analysts and economists are predicting US non-farm payroll data of around 220,000. If it's significantly higher than that, the Fed might increase interest rates on September 16 and 17, and that's not good news for the stock markets in India or across the globe.